But let's talk for a second about maybe some of the habits that aren't so common sense. And I challenge you a little bit, Dr. Tracy, with a quarter century of educating people on healthy habits, to dig deep for a second. Think about some of those less practical, because sometimes the smallest changes can have the biggest impact. What would you say to someone who was looking for maybe some of those lesser obvious healthy habits, things that they may not know? What would you tell them? Hey, you need to consider doing these 2 or 3 things.
First thing that popped in my mind was getting outside. We don't get outside in nature nearly enough. If you live in a city, it's hard. It's hard because you're bombarded by sound, you're bombarded by concrete, maybe not trees. So getting into nature. And I know we're coming into those winter months and it's cooler and all the leaves are falling down, but I love this time. I mean, it's not like springtime's renewal. This is the dying off, but this is more self-reflective. This is a time to look inward and do those things, but getting outside, and even if it's 5 minutes, you're going to grab your garbage pail or grab the mail. We live on a cul-de-sac, walk around the cul-de-sac. Just walk around, get outside, smell the fresh air, and get there. Another thing is quiet time, self-reflection, just quiet. We're so bombarded by what? This, our computers, our TVs. You listen to a podcast or earbuds or listen to music, and that might be your downtime, but being in the silence. That's where I like getting outside, being in the silence. I love listening to the trees when they're blowing. Oh my gosh, I love that.
I think the thing that people should know about that is a discipline that for a lot of people that's not natural, and we don't just eagerly want to. A lot of people don't want to go outside. They don't want to get in silence. For a lot of people, silence is deafening, and even though, we read the Bible, you and I, Dr. Tracy. I think that one of the things the Bible says about discipline is that all discipline is painful at first. That some healthy habits are really difficult at first, but once that discipline becomes a habit, which is the natural order of things, we exercise that discipline long enough that it becomes a habit, and we begin to see the compounding effect of health on ourselves because we were willing to be consistent with that habit, that discipline. Then those things pay off.